Hey, what's up, Toast?
What's up?
Alright, so today we're gonna review some warm-up and practice session. How to make the best out of your training and get ready to start. Yes, we are live. Alright. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna put a badass thumbnail. If allowed. But we'll do that later.
Just if allowed.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening to YouTube today. What is going on, YouTube? Firing range.
Yeah.
So why warm-up is important? Usually, if you want to go straight into a rank game, it's not really the best way to start a game by going straight into a rank match after you just wake up or came back from a long day of work or school or sports or whatever. So I usually recommend a little warm-up just to wake up those muscle and reflexes and muscle memory and things like that. And for that we have the wonderful firing range available. So we're gonna see in the first part of this how to properly warm up, and then on the second stage we're gonna see how you can practice and improve your skills in general for any legends, and in particular with Caustic, as you know I am a Caustic main. So in order to wake up your muscle memory on Apex, I know people like to shoot at targets and spend 30 minutes in the firing range using every different type of guns, every different type of scope, and shooting at those cute little targets. But I personally don't like to do that and don't recommend doing that. Why? Because everything is steady.
It's a waste of time.
Nothing is moving. I mean, you can practice your recoil control if you want, but I mean, nothing is moving. So, except if you're gonna beam, except if you're aiming of beaming people who are looting or trying to shield swap or thing like that, I will not recommend like that. You can shoot a target if you want, but so my go-to most efficient warm-up session I'll recommend is as simple as that. Is you go straight on this little part of the map. We're gonna use Valkyrie so it's easier to go on top. I'm gonna drop all our guns. So it only works if you have dropped all your guns. Toast, I'm pretty sure you know how to do that.
Wings up!
You're gonna fly on this little edge here. Ah. What a bummer. That's a bummer. Toast, do you want to do it for us? Do you want to activate those decoys for us?
Wings out!
So you go here, you look down, and you just change legend.
Nope, I didn't. You got it.
Yeah, you need to look down and crouch. So once you look down and crouch without a gun on this particular spot, you heard the weird noise, kind of metallic noise, and then it means that now the decoys the dummies are activated. Decoy dummies, whatever you want to call them. So now the only thing we're gonna do is take our guns first. So we're gonna real quick on the R301 and the R9. Doesn't matter if you get shot at.
Yeah, cause you...
So start with 2x, 3x, full mag obviously. Keep moving, that's actually a kind of little practice already. So by getting beam, and then you're gonna start, right? Obviously you're not gonna get killed, right? But just not to waste people's time. Here we go. So once you get your guns and your decoys are activated, you're gonna want to fight them, but not just shooting at them without any purposes. I want you to focus only on the head. I want you to really try your best to do only headshots, because I want to work those muscle memories on shooting the head, because obviously the head is the highest damages you're gonna be able to do on the target. And by doing those headshots, this is how you're gonna kill someone faster than he's gonna kill you. So I really emphasize on the fact that you're gonna only try to do headshots. It doesn't matter if your recoil control is not amazing at that point. It doesn't matter if you shoot most of the bullets on time. Just practice on just nailing headshots. And keep in mind that you need to try to stay mobile. Okay, you don't want any of those decoys to hit you. So that's the two goals: only headshots and not getting shot by them. So crouch spamming is gonna be useless. I like the bob and hive technique. I'll review that later on. And only activate these muscle memories for headshots. And you're gonna be impressed after like 10 or 15 minutes every day if you really wanna commit to improving your skills, how you're gonna nail some headshots more and more oftenly. I mean, you can go for body shots, but the problem of body shot is they do less damages. So on a very close range, it's efficient, I would say. But it just takes a long time, and it just empty your full mag. If you start to aim for headshots, you're gonna realize that you can probably one-shoot one person with just alpha mag sometime. Alright, where are you, mister? There we go. See? You have bullets. That was one bullet. I didn't need it. So only work this out. Start to warm up with the good spray guns, because I think those are the ones that are the most satisfying and enjoyable to start with. And work your way up. So you can start with the R4 setup. Again, only headshots. You need to be able to nail at least 2 to 3 headshots on the side. You'll get that. Only aim for headshots. And once you're well warmed up with this gun, then you can move your way to Wingman. Is a good gun. It's over there. Like supermarket, they keep changing the guns, right? So Wingman, scope of choice. I know many people prefer the 1X. I personally love the 2X because I want to use the Wingman as a long range gun. I don't want to use it on close combat. On close combat I will just use it as a hipfire gun, but I want to be able to nail those headshots with the Wingman at long range, and that's why I love the 2X. So as you can see, it's much funnier, in my opinion, than shooting at steady targets. And you're gonna work everything. You're gonna work your mobility, you're gonna work your skills. Try not to get shot. And try shots. Only headshots. So. No way.
PG.
I don't want to do that.
Now you gotta re-get your loadout.
Do we still have the crazy dummies or not? Yeah, we still have the crazy dummies. Alright. Grab a Wingman with me and do this warm up. Only aim headshots. If you're gonna knock a guy without at least nailing 1 or 2 headshots, then you're not doing it well.
That's what I'm doing. Going for headshots.
So obviously you want to have the 106 last bullet headshot for the winning shot. But and if you can nail 2 headshots and get a knock like that, then you got it. So if it's too hard, just start close, go closer, and yeah, they're crouching. That's why it's much better than steady target. So if you cannot nail your headshots right away, you can start with the 1X, go closer, do a few, I don't know, half a dozen of dummies like that. And then when you're really comfortable by nailing those headshots, then grab a 2x and start to nail long range. And the 2x personally on the wingman is fantastic because then you can run. We'll go through another class about loadups, but yeah, you can do close and far, and then you have a good side gun like a Mastiff or a Spitfire or R301 for close range or R9. And when you manage to really start to nail those headshots, you're gonna see it's very satisfying and probably fall in love with the wingman if you're not already. So when you feel that you start to nail most of your shots, you're properly warm up, doing headshot after headshot after headshot, then you can go to the third phase. What your reflexes. Of course, much better if you play alone, because if you play alone, you're gonna have to fight the 3 decoy at the same time. So you will have to be mobile and avoiding shot from others while reacting to being surrounded and things like that. So here with Twinkle, we're chilling, we're fine. Want those headshots, wants those headshots. And after that third part, you can go straight to Kraber, or you can go Hemlock or G7 Scott.
I'm going to Kraber.
Where are the heavies? Or Longbow eventually. G7 and G7 and Hemlock are pretty much the same. No big deal. So maybe Longbow can be a good alternative to a fully automatic gun. And
so
on this one we're gonna go 3x and the same. Yeah, focus on only getting headshots. I only want to see headshots. I don't want you to get shot. Learn to move, adjust, and then nail your shot. Again, if you're doing it right, you're nailing a shot and you're not getting hit by those dummies. They're moving, try one moving, it's also good. Getting shot by others, fine. Yeah. Find your enemy, nice. And move on. And again, just headshot, just headshot, just headshots, just headshot, only headshot. Because after you're gonna improve your rate of making headshots, and you're gonna be able to knock down people much faster. And then the last part of this warm up, so it's roughly a 15 minutes. You're gonna go Kraber, and here again, only headshots, only headshots, only headshots. And don't get shot by them. So keep staying mobile, keep moving, like try to simulate a fight. Here we go, we have this. This guy.
He's trying to be a funny guy.
I don't know what he's doing. That's the
He's
weirdest.
trying to be a funny guy.
I know.
And he's dead.
Now his friends are gonna come back or what?
They should. In a second. Yep.
Here we go. So again, that was not a bad shot, but I want to nail those headshots.
Double time it. Double time it.
So you can set up a time 10-15 minutes before starting a game, and then you can go straight into pubs or arenas, and usually you should be warm by now. You should be ready to fight and not like jumped on and spooked by the very first encounter. So when this is well acquired, one of the good practice I recommend is arenas. So if you don't like arenas, you need to start to like arenas, because it's kind of very useful in terms of practice fights. Because a big problem that most of people do when they want to practice and improve their skills is that they are mostly landing in pubs, sometimes not odd zone because they want to enjoy loots and stuff like that. And they end up barely fighting, and the very first fight they meet, if they lose, then they go back to lobby and they start over. And you barely learn anything at that point because you spend 15 minutes fighting one squad and losing your fight. So arenas is great because it's just gonna make you practice fighting and fighting and fighting over and over and over and over again, because you have no choice but to kill the other guys or get killed by them. And at first I was not playing Caustic on arenas. I like legends like Bangalore, Mirage, Octane, Wrath, Mobility and things like that. But I stick to my gun with Caustic, and one thing that is really great about playing Caustic in arenas, it helps you to manage your traps. Because even if you have you can craft until up to 6 traps in arenas, you're gonna see that they're very valuable, because once they're placed and if they're shoot down or activated, well, 6 traps can go very fast. So playing Caustic in arenas helps you to really have a great traps management, while after playing rank or arenas or pubs will make you utilize those traps even more efficiently. Like, you're gonna put some traps, you're gonna get used to pick them back up and reposition at them, and so you don't need to wait those 15 seconds of new traps.
There's a face runner here.
So again, by now you should be properly warmed up, and then go to arena and force fights. And let's go, bro. Allez, Twinkle. Let's see what those guys have. The good thing about playing Caustic in arenas is that it forces you to be aggressive. I didn't put my trap. So arenas is a great way to fight. So if you feel that you're losing most of your fight in pubs, I will stick only to arenas for a day or two, until you start to get more confident about fighting and engaging other squads. And this should usually help. Of course, there is teamwork and your legend abilities that are not as relevant in arenas than in normal games, but it still gives you a good
shields are recharging.
Not sure.
fight reproduction. The only thing I regret though on arenas is they're not, all those maps are not relevant to any maps in pubs. They used to have
Shields are recharging.
they used to have maps reproducing, like the one outside Bunker and Kings Canyon or things like that.
Package coming in.
But then they stopped doing it, and I don't know why.
You're on the ship.
Can you leave me one bat? I need a bat.
Give me a second. Recharge
Too late.
Shield
Heal up.
battery here.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Taking shots.
Yeah, they're playing Sweat when we're playing pubs.
Double timing it. I need
Sorry.
shield.
One is flanking on the left, I think.
Taking fire.
Nope. My God. I need help. I'm getting hard chased.
Giving him the
By
jimmy.
the horizon? Yeah.
Gas trap deployed.
Oh.
1 second.
No,
Not sure. I think someone's targeting me.
Ghost, why don't you shoot at the guy at the same time, bro?
Taking fire.
There we go, that's a bit too late. That's fine. Why didn't you shoot at the horizon at the same time?
I was taking wings.
Yeah.
They're about to take this. You okay with that?
Are we gonna let them win?
You can't do me like this. You can't do me like that.
That's fine, bro.
Phase runner here.
What are you? The FNG? Leaving my mark. Let them know I'm not messing back.
Round 3. Do not relent.
They're really gonna play back every time.
God, I'm gonna settle.
Give my shields a recharge.
They're a bit annoying, but
Not a bit. Really.
Suspect we will find something here. Trap set and waiting. Recharging shields.
Got some materials.
Deploying a variable. Adding another gas trap.
let me not hit the target. My target is just there.
I still see everything. Variable.
So, buddy,
Shattered.
what's this is for. What else Soros doing, you guys?
Coming.
Alright. He's running away, by the way.
1 second, we got this.
Spotted.
I love the melee. The melee is amazing.
Oh my god, bad.
I'm down. I hear you. Coming.
Still running.
Yeah.
Res me again,
Over
Wraith.
here.
Wraith, res me.
Then we'll have to wait.
1 second, we got this.
You got a bet? on me?
Oh, we're not gonna lose. Oh, are we? Alright guys, we're not gonna lose this fucking game, please.
Oh, he's actually one tap.
Yeah, because if you're one shot, you should not engage first. You should let your...
This won't hurt. Hold on.
Mais non! Here we go.
What is our Wraith
Alright,
doing?
Toast. Here is a good advice. If you're one shot and your teammate has shield, let him engage first. You need to let him engage first, so the enemy pull damage on you, and then you can go after him.
You okay with
Guys, for a second, you almost make me sweat that we're not gonna lose. We're not gonna win this.
My bad.
I was trying to punch the guy. I don't know what you guys were doing at the back. I think the rest is trying to
He
res
was
too much.
resing me.
If there's no
Yeah,
point
he
of
was
resing, there was
resing
a 2v1, man.
No.
I was trying to hammer the guy.
Come get some.
I'm probably gonna have to finish him now.
Round 4.
We're just gonna have to finish her in arenas. Gotta plug my controller up.
Oh, it's very satisfying to do finishers in arenas.
Huh?
It is satisfying, doesn't it?
I have materials.
Kind of. Yeah.
Go down on the left.
There.
Oh, they're playing deep every
Recharging
single time. It's
shields.
annoying.
Is that why you do finishers? It's just satisfying?
Hell yeah. So I want you to remember those practice earlier, this warm-up. Always try to stick for the headshots and things like that. Oh, you're running wingman, buddy. Can you even hit your wingman shots?
Taking fire.
Yes. Then you get your friend. Now you're standing?
Shields.
No, don't push me, I'm afraid.
Placing gas trap.
Oh, they're playing cards. And you guys. And now you got a full send. It's time to go. You wanna do another arenas?
We have a winner. But this is just...
So if you want to improve your skills and fight mechanics, I will recommend probably before starting any pubs or any rank games, 5 to 10 minutes in the firing range, 15 at most. And then roll out a couple of arenas games as well. So you'll be really warm up, really ready, fight ready, and then you can go into a.
I don't like arenas.
I mean, it forces you to fight, man. So arenas can really show your weaknesses in terms of pure gunfight, because there is barely any flanking possible. You cannot surprise them. They know where they are. They know how many of.
I know. I just don't like it.
It's understandable, but it will just make you better, honestly. I loved arena playing Caustic in arenas because it's really improved my management of traps, my movement.
300 players in queue.
Yeah, it's the weekend. I'm guessing everybody's having fun.
I'm not having fun.
Oh, we're gonna go in pubs after that, bro, and we're gonna enjoy doing this. Hunting down those teams and squads.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna hop on the ultimate. I'm gonna jump another 20, bro.
Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's do one more arenas to finish this live. Hopefully with a dub. And I'll be seeing you next week for more content. It's gonna take Bangalore.
No!
Maybe it's a sweat, maybe it's a crack.
Get ready to stitch him up.
Entropy is the natural order of the universe. I simply catalyze the process.
You know, science isn't exactly an exact science.
Brave hero.
If I ever let you down, it's probably because I grew a bit tired of carrying you.
He's not a sweat. He's just a multi-season diamond.
Take a long
Well, then they're not sweat neither, I
That's
guess.
the price
It's
you
gonna
have
be
to pay.
different. It should be much easier than earlier. Not that was very difficult.
Give me a Spitfire. Oh, wait.
Arm up, lady.
Gotta get a Devo.
We got a win to take.
Right. Now this is what I'm talking about.
Give me the Devo.
Here's a tip. Know what you're doing.
Knock them down, get the ground.
Have a little of a stock? Barrel stabilizer? How about skills?
Hey Jim, I was hiding in your gas trap.
Yeah, I saw that. Alright, let's have a first taste of what they have to offer.
Got some materials.
Oh, they have a rampart also.
Yep.
A broken
Are they
enemy
looting
shield.
already?
Reloading.
Nice.
I just got robbed.
Someone's on the right. Step rampart.
He's running.
Do they have an AFK?
No, he's just running.
Yeah, but what about their third?
I don't know. Bro, why am I still chasing this Peppy?
I think they have an AFK, man.
Enemy's shield broken. Smoke out. Repeat on last.
I am. Ah,
Well, that's very different than the previous fight.
bro, I was chasing him the whole game.
Alright, in that case, go for our wingman. That's it.
Nothing does me better than an LMG.
Nah, bro, I bought my ult. I bought my ult.
So if you're fighting a lesser good squad, then in that case you can just make it a little bit harder. Like for example,
You don't want to see what I'm about to pull out, bro.
fighting with more challenging gun for you. You can try Sentinel with 1x. One AFK not. And try to make it fair. If there are one AFK, don't full send on one guy.
enemy. Oh, what's wrong? Lacking in the winning department?
Try to give them mercy, I guess.
Chase.
What's up, Abud? I'll send you a party chat request after. Here, we have Pathfinder.
I have a subject in view, right here. Adding another gas.
Tango down.
You all still stand.
My minigun shows no mercy.
You near victory. Do not let it slip.
My minigun shows
We
no
draw
mercy.
closer to the inexorable conclusion. Victory.
Why is there too many GMs?
I invited Abud through my mobile app. What's up, Abud?
Round 3.
So we're having a quick stream talking about warm-up and practice.
Put in the chimney.
Alright.
So unfortunately the first arenas we had was against Sweat. You would have loved it because they were toxic-ish, I would say.
Teabagging.
I mean, playing at the back, the moment you try to push, they scan with Blood Hunt and, you know, in a pub. Super annoying. And now we're playing it easy to kill squads, so with 1 AFK. So.
Care package incoming.
After getting warm up and pumped up by first fight,
Smoke
we
out.
almost lost one round because our red was rezzing when the guy is one shot. I'm trying to punch him, but the melee is broken. 9. Love the PK.
Down to subject.
I'll join you guys. I just gotta do something. So that I will stay in the fight chat.
Does this mean live stream's over?
For now, for the purpose of the streams today about warm up and practice, I think this is basically everything that I want to cover. So I think we're gonna do a wrap up here after this wonderful victory. And but now you'll know. I hope you learn how to get warm and fight ready. That's most important. And really I emphasize on the practice of those headshots. You're gonna see it's gonna help a lot during fights. Being able to pull out like a crispy headshot with a wingman or a longbow, and making that knocks even more relevant are really important and helpful. Alright guys, then have a good Saturday night for you in the States, or Sunday morning for on the other side of the world, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Toast, thanks for joining and participating in this live stream today. Hope you had fun and you learn a little bit.
Getting rolled by some Sweats, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I'll be back
really
in like 2
practice the
minutes.
headshots on the firing range. It will really help your aim and recoil control. Okay, but I'll see you in a bit. And let's see what legend come next week in the Trophy Hunter series. I have a feeling it might be a Fuse or Revenant. I don't know. You guys will decide. But we have some very good beats for that. I'm not saying too much, but it's gonna be another badass Trophy Hunter week. Alright, you guys be safe out there. And well, always never forget to enjoy, regardless of the situation. You gotta, if you have stupid randoms or facing cracked sweats, always try to enjoy the game. That's the most important. Thanks for joining up. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, a sub if you're new to the channel to not miss any future live stream and masterclass and awesome content. And thanks for everybody for sticking up to this growing channel, and well, I'll be seeing you very soon. You guys take care.
There goes the